And welcome back to Bedford High Stadium as things are getting a lot wetter and a lot cooler here just in the last few minutes since the boys game ended. Heavy rain cell moving in over the stadium. Temperatures feeling like it dropped a good 10, 15 degrees in just the last few moments. The girls are about to take the field here, BG versus Bedford. The BG girls are at 2-2. Meanwhile, the Bedford Bulldogs sitting atop Division I with a 4-0 record, undefeated.
Looking forward to this game. It should be a fantastic game tonight. Bishop Guertin has been one of the top teams in the state over the past several years. The Bulldogs have gotten to the finals a few times and lost to Bishop Guertin in the finals. So the door is open for them this year. The records indicate that there might be a couple chinks in the armor, and the Bulldogs will try to expose those tonight. Strong senior class for the Bulldogs as well, and they've opened up the season, as you mentioned, 4-0 on a roll.
And this Bedford team playing some out-of-state competition this year. Looking ahead on their schedule, they got Lincoln-Sudbury Regional coming up, as well as Central Catholic, LaSalle out of Rhode Island, I believe, and finishing the year against a very strong Newburyport team on May 26th. So here we go. They're teeing up the face-off.
They call it a draw here, Harry.
Thank you.
Draw on girls lacrosse. Here we go, opening draw. We're ready to go. Ellie Enners takes it against Madeline Hartsock. And the Bulldogs control. They'll settle things down. That's Regan O'Brien. Quick move. Shot gets blocked out in front. Doesn't even make it into the goalie, Madeline Eder-Linnell. Cardinals come away with it. They're into transition. They get it down into their offensive end, and they'll settle things down. This is Teresa Prunier. And behind for Annalise Campbell. Back up top. Hartsock to Schmidt. Far side, now back to Schmidt. Hartsock. Cutter through the middle. Ball onto the turf, but picked up quickly. That was Kuchalakos. Far side Schmidt, now back up top, Hartsock. Looking for an opening, they get their offense settled. Hartsock drives, dishes behind. That's Prunier again. Filters it behind, tries to go top side here to her right hand. She'll get fouled in the process and get a free position. They call a cross check. And getting sent behind is Sabrina Tipping. So Campbell will have a free position to the goalie's top right. Couple of cradles, good hustle to get back in. That's Olivia Matthews. Ground ball picked up behind by Bishop Guertin, but outstanding play by Olivia Matthews.
Yeah, Campbell took too long to take that shot. Didn't realize that Matthews was closing in behind her.
Good defense again here. Viv Robinson switches off. Prevents the drive from the Cardinals. Pick action up at the top here. Just outside the 12 meter, now a drive. Low shot goes. Score, lefty drive and finish. Still trying to figure out who that was.
Number 7, they're going to call Redfern as the goal scorer.
Lauren Redfern. Lefty drive and finish. Nice play by Redfern. Puts the Cardinals up 1-0 here with 22:39 to go in the first half. Just a few minutes in.
No assist on that goal.
Bulldogs had a quick early possession, and then the Cardinals were patient and got a shot. Now the draw is controlled by Ellie Enners. She'll get it into the offensive end and settle. Matthews now looks to drive. To her right, now back to her stronger hand left. Through the middle, shot on cage, hits the pipe. Eder-Linnell gets a little help from her friend. Crossbar makes the save there. And now the Cardinals will clear it out. Near side, this is Abigail Lynn. Lynn looks for some help. Far side now, Haley LeBlanc. Now Hartsock through the middle. Nice catch, and now she'll leg it out into the offensive end. This is Schmidt. And now O'Connell will get it behind. Prunier. Back behind to Prunier. Fakes the handoff. Drives hard, gets to her right hand. Little face dodge in the middle. Ooh, that's going to get called too. That's tipping. She'll get called, and Prunier will have another free position shot to the goalie's top right. Grace Stewart minding the net tonight for the Bulldogs. Good help quickly, but bounce shot goes in and beats Stewart. Prunier with the goal. So Redfern first, now Prunier second, and the Cardinals lead 2-0 here early against the Bulldogs. Back to the draw, center of the field. Enters, up, gets a stick on it, can't quite come away with it, and the Cardinals are off and running. This is Kuchalakos. Hartsock now near side. Ball on the ground. Bedford defense comes away with it. Sabrina Tipping with the ground ball. Nice job by her to scoop that up. Now coming away with it here is Kira Abdel Sayed. Her pass is a bit high, but backed up nicely. That's Denon, Natalie Denon. She'll go behind and settle. Her pass is a bit high, but they do find it. And now Maddie Kiley will settle. Matthews gets to her left, right down the middle, and she scores. Low right, beautiful shot by Matthews. And the Bulldogs answer pretty quickly and cut the lead to 1. 2-1. 5 minutes into the game, Cardinals lead.
A much needed response there by the Bulldogs. Matthews got that goal, cut it to 2-1 game.
Back to the draw. We should see a back and forth game. Again, two competitive teams, high skill level on both sides. Difference makers are going to be those loose balls who can get on those ground balls and get possession going their way. These draws are important too, as Enners will draw against Hartsock. The Bulldogs come away with it. I believe that's Regan O'Brien. Yes, it is.
Now on the draw, they do have to reach a certain height for them to be legal, correct?
Sure does. It has to go above shoulder level. So Matthews, roll dodge here. Yeah, if they don't get it above shoulder level or the official feels like there's some other infraction, they'll redraw. O'Brien now will take a shot and bury it. Top right. Beautiful shot. Offside high. And Regan O'Brien ties the score. Beautiful shot there by O'Brien. Fake to her right, rolled away from pressure, got to her left hand, as you can see here on the replay. Got a step and rifled it into that top right corner. 19:37 to go. First half, tie score is 2. And back to the draw. This time pushed forward. Well done there by Prunier. She fields that ball after the draw. So draw control to the Cardinals. Now she looks to pressure. Good footwork inside by Kira O'Connell. Had her defender a little crossed up, but they didn't see her. Hartsock now. We're going to get a shooting space here, I believe, as the defender stepped into the way here. Yeah, Abdel Sayed's going to get the shooting space called on her. Ooh, actually, no, they're sending Viv Robinson behind. And Hartsock will have the free position, top right of Stewart. Drives hard, looks to dunk. Stewart stands up tall in her net, makes the save. Great job by Stewart to close the door high. Abdel Sayed up near side. This is Libby Norris. Norris legs it into the offensive end. And the Bulldogs settle things down. Now Liv Matthews picks up a pick by O'Brien. Defended well by the Cardinals. Now Enners. Enners looks to ISO. Gets to her left. Now back to her right. Triple teamed. Looks for the cutter from behind. Unable to handle the pass was Maddie Kiley. Loose ball still just to the top left of the goalie. Regan O'Brien pulls it down, and now she'll get a shooting space. Great job and hustle by Regan O'Brien. Scrapping from behind, picks up the loose ball, and then was looking to score right away. Too many defenders in the way, so she gets the free position top left. 2 steps off the pipe. Can't get it to go. And the Cardinals come away with it. So Madeline Eder-Linnell gets a little help from her friend there. You heard it hit off the pipe. Not sure if you heard that at home, but the score stays knotted at 2. Near side now, this is Abigail Lynn. They dish it back to Kate Daly. And reverse it all the way to the other side of the field. Nice face dodge there. Now Kuchalakos will settle things down and hand off to Schmidt. Schmidt up top center. Little handoff by Hartsock. Weave up top here. Ball pops out though. Legal check called as I believe that's tipping. Fielded that ball right out of the air. It didn't even hit the ground. Now tipping will give it back to Stewart. Now tipping near side. She's going to get double teamed. Backs it back out. Now Abdel Sayed. Right up in the middle. Beautiful pass to Libby Norris. Norris with some speed. And now she'll settle things down. Enners. Near side Matthews. Stacked up there. Matthews gets to her left and shoots and scores. Nice little pick action right there, high to the goalie's top left. Matthews trips him up right in the middle, gets top center. That's a tough shot to guard. And that's a tough shot to save. And Matthews puts the Bulldogs up for their first lead of the game, 3-2.
Second goal in the game for Matthews. Effectively using that screen from O'Brien to set herself up for that goal.
That's a tough combination, too. O'Brien and Matthews, 2 lefties there. They both really know how to work that pick and roll. And it's a tough one to defend because they're both lefties. The defense is usually waiting for 2 righties. This time O'Brien takes the draw against Prunier. A foul called on the ensuing ground ball. This is Kuchalakos. Defense collapses. They'll settle things down. They slow the ball up. And the Cardinals will get into their settled offense. Looking to ISO here. Kuchalakos, near side Hartsock. Rolls back to her left. Defended nicely there by the Bulldogs. Good defense again. Kuchalakos looking to drive, and now it's back up top to Hartsock. Bulldogs defenders are helping nicely from their adjacent defenders. Not quite a zone, but just certainly helping out when there looks to be an ISO situation. Good here, but will get called as Enners comes in with an illegal check. So Prunier will have a free position shot to Stewart's top right. Not even on the fan, it's on the outside hash, so this is a tough spot to score from. Stewart's hugging that pipe near side. Prunier does well though, gets across and is able to bury for her second goal on the day. Unassisted, and she knots the score at 3. It's a tough one there. A infrequently called infraction is when the offensive player's stick goes into the cylinder above the crease. It's hardly ever called, but that looked like it might have been really close there.
Well,
Back to the draw.
Prunier really handling her stick well. Kind of one-handed it. It's got to be hard to do. Got it around Stewart in goal.
It sure is. Draw now, loose, far side. Hartsock scoops it ahead and now picks up the ground ball. Good hustle there by Hartsock, gaining possession for the Cardinals. Time of possession certainly in favor of the Cardinals as they've been patient on offense. No official statistics on that, but I think it's about 64% in favor of the Cardinals. Feed into the middle. Can't make the connection, and coming out towards that restraining line is Kuchalakos. Drives hard lefty, gets around one, but defended nicely. Redfern back to Schmidt. Now up top, Hartsock. Kuchalakos exchanges positions with Hartsock. And now Schmidt. Good help there by the Bedford defense. Scooping it adjacent. Now getting it going their way are the Bulldogs. Excellent hustle by Tipping. Passed ahead again. That was Kylie. Scooped up the ground ball. And now the Bulldogs are on the offense. 3-3 still your score. Just under 13 minutes to go in the first half. They missed the connection at midfield, but Johnny on the spot as Ellie Enners able to scoop up the ground ball. Matthews, face dodge, beautiful. Back to her strong hand and buries. Individual effort by Liv Matthews, scoring her third goal on the day already. You can see here on the replay, face dodges one, avoids the second, and shoots before any other defender can get there. Effectively a one-on-one with the goalie, and Madeline Eder-Linnell didn't have much of a chance there. The Bulldogs go up again by 1, 4-3, and we're going to get a timeout by the Cardinals. 12:35 to go in the first half.
When you're as fast as Matthews and you can put those kind of fakes on, you're really a dangerous player, and she showed that right there with the getting in all alone on the keeper, Wilkie, by making those two moves. Baseball tomorrow on BCTV as the Bulldogs host the Portsmouth Clippers, and that's going to be a 2 p.m. first pitch. We'll have it on BCTV 23 and 1072, and Jason Bergeron and John Muir will be calling the game for you there. Followed on Thursday morning, 10 a.m., live from Holman Stadium, the Bulldogs will invade and take on the Purple Panthers in Nashua South, and that game will be a shared production with BCTV and Nashua ETV 99. And we look forward to having that one as well. And, of course, we welcome all the ETV viewers with us for these two games. They enjoyed the boys' win earlier against Bedford, and they're seeing a pretty close contest here with the girls.
Yeah, good result for the Cardinals in that first one. They jumped out to a 10-1 or 10-2 lead.
10-1.
10-1, and then the Bulldogs came back with 3 late goals. But the Cardinals were cruising early in that game and ended up with that 6-goal victory. Tough one for the Bulldogs. They played really well in that 6-on-6 set defense, but too many transition goals, too many odd man goals spelled doom for them. Yeah, Harry, I think you referred to the goalie as number 18, Wilkie. I'm pretty sure it's 88, Madeline Eder-Linnell, who's minding the net for the Cardinals. You had me confused there for a moment, but I think we're all on the same page now. 88, not 18. So back to the draw. Bulldogs lead by 1, 4-3 with 12:35 to go here in the first half.
Yes, you are correct. Madeline Eder-Linnell.
Draws up. Ooh, almost controlled well by Kylie, but she falls down after getting it in her cross. Loose ball goes to the Cardinals. Defense will reverse it around. Kate Daly, far side to Haley LeBlanc. And now Hartsock gains possession. Schmidt, near side. Kira O'Connell, now spinning it behind. That's Annalise Campbell. Now Teresa Prunier drives hard righty. Tries to get top side. Scoops it back. This is Schmidt. Nice move to her left. Closed down by the Bulldog defense. Hartsock into the middle. Shot wide. Backed up well behind by Campbell.
Yeah, Hartsock was harassed there by the Bedford defense. Couldn't get a clean shot away.
Campbell tries the question mark. Great defense by Abdel Sayed. Little question mark move is coming from X. You roll away from the cage and you get yourself in good shooting position with hands out and away from your body as you roll away from the cage. In that case, Abdel Sayed did excellent. In this case, finishing is Lauren Redfern inside. Nice little feed and cut. Redfern picks up her second of the day. See it on the replay there. Little feed inside.
Did that come from 11? I think it did. I think it came from Prunier.
So Prunier will have an assist to go with her 2 goals. So Prunier with 2 and 1, Lauren Redfern with 2. They've matched the 4 goals, 3 by Olivia Matthews and 1 by Regan O'Brien, and we're tied at 4 with 11:06 left to go in the first half. Back to the draw. Look like an empty check there. No calls. Ball still on the ground. Enters. Comes away with it. Rolls away. Gets fouled. But gets it moving in her direction. Up to Regan O'Brien. Long strides. Good speed through the midfield. Gets checked away. And the Cardinals come away with it. This is Redfern again. Pass up, Prunier, and they press. Prunier right down the pipe. It's back to her right hand. Not sure if you can see it at home, but the rain is pretty steady here in Bedford at this point in time. Cool evening. Can't be much more than low 50s. Cut through the middle. Prunier finds on the doorstep. Backside was Kuchalakos. She got tied up, couldn't get a shot off. Ooh, wow, I think they're going to call that a shot. Ouch. Oh, never mind. They give it to the Bulldogs. They correct their call, appropriately so. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, they're just going to reset. So Bulldogs will get the ball. The officials are going to talk this over. I think they have a disagreement as to whose ball it should be. I think one official thought it was a shot. The other did not. If we can get a replay on that, it seemed like the Cardinals player on the doorstep, who was Kuchalakos, got tied up, didn't get a shot off. So it does stay Bedford Bulldogs ball.
Rain is falling and the temperatures are 46. There is 46. Quite a chilly evening out there.
Into transition here. Getting the head of steam is Makita Berry. And now the Bulldogs. They miss a pass in the offensive end. They can't settle things down. Cardinals come away with it. Now they'll press in transition. Good hustle by the Bulldogs to slow things down. Redfern rolls away. Errant pass, though. And now back is Audrey Purnell. She's got some legs. Beats her player. Little inside-outside cut. Jammed up nicely by the defender there, though.
Yeah, she couldn't get the shot away because Daly was all over her.
Yeah, good defense by Kate Daly. Multi-sport athlete Daly. Coming off of a basketball championship for the girls Cardinals team.
Something Sydney Grogan knows well.
Sure does. Bulldogs back into their offensive set. Regan O'Brien rolls to her right. Might have a defensive 3-second call here. And that is what the call is. O'Brien was well outside the 8 meter, so she'll take a free position on the 12. 8 minutes to go, tie score, 4-4. Regan rolls away from pressure, tries to dish to Matthews. It goes a bit high. Matthews chases it down easily before it goes out of bounds. Matthews now sets it up. Split dodge to her left. Good help defense by the Cardinals. They look to feed inside to O'Brien, but missed the pass. And Eder Linnell will pick it up in her crease. Cardinals completing some passes up the near side. This is Cameron Schmidt now.
Whistle on the play.
Oh, yeah. They're going to send Regan O'Brien off for a foul. And the Bulldogs will have to play with a player down at this point. The official shows the yellow and felt that it was an out-of-control check. Didn't look like she hit anything. However, they do send her off. 7:15 to go in the first half. Tie score, 4-4. The Bulldogs will play with a player down at this point. For 2 minutes. Kuchalakos, and I believe we're going to have shooting space. And they do award it to the Cardinals. Free position top left of Grace Stewart. Abdel Sayed was sent behind. Hartsock misses high. Bedford defense comes up huge there. And now they feed Hartsock. No shot there, drops the ball. Ground ball, scooped up by the Cardinals.
Good recovery there by BG.
Sure
Picking up
was.
that loose ball, keeping this offensive attack going.
Delayed infraction there. I believe there was shooting space or maybe a 3-second. Liv Matthews is sent behind. Redfern with the ball, top left of Stewart. Enders will look to close this down defensively right after the whistle, as Matthews will hustle back in on the defensive end. Good defense there by Enders to shut things down. Redfern now. We're going to get an illegal pick. So moving screen on the Cardinals. It turns it over. Getting sent behind is Redfern. You can see on the replay, Redfern didn't quite go back far enough on that, but Viv Robinson up quickly to Enders. Protects her sticks, getting chased by 3 players. They'll foul her. She restarts quickly. And now Matthews will keep possession in the offensive end. 10 seconds before O'Brien is released. And the Bulldogs will be back to 7-on-7 lacrosse. And there she is released. The Bulldogs will look to get into their offense as they're even. Even on the field, even on the scoreboard, 4-4, just over 5 minutes to go. O'Brien shot high. Got by the initial defender, drew a crowd. Couldn't quite get it. Great cut here by Matthews. Beautiful pass. Maddie Kiley with the assist. And Olivia Matthews with her 4th on the evening. You see here on the replay, as we couldn't quite get it there, but Matthews made a beautiful backdoor cut. And Maddie Kiley fed her right on the way to the cage. Little catch and shoot right on the doorstep. And Matthews has her 4th on the evening. 5-4 is your score. The Bulldogs hold a 1-goal lead with 4:52 to go in the first half. So back to the circle for the draw. Official is pleased with the placement. Ball is up. Controlled by Maddie Kiley. Good job on the ground ball to get possession for the Bulldogs. Settling things down is Natalie Denon behind. Ball gets checked. And Denon picks up the ground ball nicely. And now Enners looks to go. Back to O'Brien, righty shot, save. Good save there by Madeline Eder-Linnell. Followed it low on the bounce shot. And we tick under 4 minutes to go. The Bulldogs lead 5-4 late in the first half. Eder-Linnell near side to Kate Daly. Now Cameron Schmidt near sideline. Schmidt fires it behind, and the Cardinals set up their offense. Hartsock looks to cut through the middle. Good defense there by Libby Norris. Now dancing behind. Met at goal line extended by Tipping. This is Prunier. Feeds the cutter. Redfern. Covered nicely by Matthews. And now a patient, settled offense again by the Cardinals. Hartsock. Schmidt now far side. Redfern. Cut through the middle by Prunier. Kuchalakos gets to her right. Little help from the side. Rolls back to her right. Beautiful defense there by Enners. Pass into the middle. That's going to be an empty check.
Yeah, Libby Norris, a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Over the back there.
Tough one there. You can't check the open empty stick, so that's going to get called. I don't know if they called it for a rough check or the empty, but either way, Hartsock, I believe, gets the free position. Shot wide. Good job by the Bedford defense to avoid another one. And now behind is Campbell. Drives hard left, he gets top side. There's the question mark move, rolls around to her right. Ball floats over the head of Grace Stewart. That was an awkward one there. Ground ball was in front of her, and she just couldn't quite control it. It looked like a Cardinal player got a stick on it, and it floats into the cage.
Yeah, that was a funny-looking goal. I thought it had gone outside of the net.
I'm not quite sure who they'll give credit to for that one. Either way, It counts on the scoreboard. I'm not sure who will get the individual credit, but the team gets credit, and the score is knotted again at 5.
We'll wait for the official scores call on that goal.
And we're back to the draw at the circle. Official's hand is in the air. Ball is up in the air. And now the ball looked like it was almost picked up by Prunier, but knocked away. Great job on the ground ball there by Kira O'Connell. And now here's Kuchalakos looking to drive. That's a charge, and it does get called that way. Well done, Libby Norris, standing tall. And the charge is called on Kuchalakos as she bowled right into Norris. Great defense there by the Bulldogs. Gets the turnover going their way. Norris runs through 1, now 2. Norris will take it all the way into the offensive end. Dishes back. This is Maddie Kiley. Ticks under 1 minute to go in the first half. Tie game at 5. Bulldogs looking to break that tie before halftime. Liv Matthews now. Goalie's top left. Draws a double. Runs around it. Shoots. Misses side. And backed up well on the backside by Abigail Lynn. She dishes into her goalie. 35 seconds to go now. Cardinals have some work to do. We'll get a foul here. They're going to bring them all the way back. We might get another yellow card for what is considered a flailing stick. Yeah, it is. Audrey Purnell will go off for a very similar call as what we saw on Regan O'Brien. The stick didn't hit the offensive player, but the official felt it was out of control. So 2-minute yellow card will go to Audrey Purnell. In the middle here, Kuchalakos, far side now. Rain is steady at the moment. Likely can see that on your TVs as long as you're seeing it in HD. I know we're broadcasting it in HD, Harry. Shot score here. Lefty right down the pipe. I believe that was Redfern again. It was. Redfern will go unassisted there. She has 3 as far as we know. We don't know who that 5th goal was credited to, but Redfern will take credit for that one for sure with just 3.9 seconds to go in the first half. And the Cardinals have their first lead since early in this game. Back to the circle for the draw. Likely a scuttled draw, as we would be very unusual to see a goal with only 3.9 seconds to go. Not impossible. Draw didn't seem like it got high enough, and yes, it is blown dead. And that'll run out the first half of play with the Cardinals taking a 6-5 lead into halftime. Quick scoring update. We don't know who one of the goals for Bishop Guertin was. Not sure who was closest to it or who got the stick on it last, but we're going to say Lauren Redfern has 3 goals. Teresa Prunier has 2 goals and an assist. Unsure of the 6th goal for the Cardinals. On the Bulldogs side, leading the way is Olivia Matthews with 4 goals, the other coming from Regan O'Brien. We will take a short break for halftime and rejoin you for second half action here from Bedford High School as the Bulldogs host the Cardinals. And we're back. Hopefully you didn't go too far.
I guess with the schedule being so far behind, they want to get this game done, and also with the heavy rain.
Yeah, the rain is coming down pretty hard right now. So we're not going to take a halftime. The players are lined up and ready to go. It doesn't seem like we even swap sides, so that's a little unusual too.
Yeah, weather radar shows we're in the middle of a pretty big rain cell. It's not going to let up for quite a while.
Hurricane Harry giving us the weather report for the evening. Appreciate that, Harry. 6-5 is your score. We turn it right around. Actually, we don't turn it around, and we get started right away. Oh, actually, there you go. So they wanted to put 3 seconds back on the clock as there was an inadvertent different clock start with the draw. So I guess we are not going to turn it right around. We should get a short break here for halftime. Not quite sure how long, but we will join you for second half action. Sorry for the stutter step there, but we look forward to joining you after about 10 minutes of halftime after the break to bring you second half action.
Welcome back to Bedford High Stadium. It is 6-5 BG in the lead, and you can see by the camera the rain coming down strong. Weather radar shows the rain should continue for the rest of the contest. Temperatures are in the mid-40s. Not the most pleasant atmosphere to play a game, but these two teams are duking it out.
Sure are duking it out, as for sure, and they've been trading blows throughout the first half. Back and forth scores. The Cardinals went up 2-0. The Bulldogs answered and then went ahead for several minutes until the Cardinals squeaked a late goal and led at halftime 6-5. That's where we are right now. Opening minutes of play in the second half. 25 minutes back on the board.
And Bulldogs now going from right to left.
They settle things down. O'Brien. Enters, cuts, comes to the ball. Pressure defense all the way out. Bulldogs here killing off a penalty. Yellow card issued to Maddie Kiley, so they only have 6 attackers right now.
And they've got about another minute to go.
Enters. Back to O'Brien. Settles things here. Again, the Bulldogs just looking to keep possession as they are a player down. Should be released here pretty soon.
About 30 seconds.
O'Brien settling. Now back near side, Enters.
Purnell is on her feet, is ready to come back in. We'll see when she...
And there she goes. She's in from the box, and now we'll have even lacrosse play. Enters, dishes. Matthews pings the crossbar, doesn't go. Great cut.
That was a good play, too. They had it all set up.
Tough one there. That very well could have been in the goal. We couldn't see it from our angle, but frequently when that ball comes out like that, it hits the crossbar, goes down beyond the goal line, and then bounces back out. We didn't see it from here, but who knows?
Well, we'll see if we can get a replay here.
I don't think BCTV has any on-field cameras to be able to get that much detail, but who knows?
Oh, maybe we can get a slow-motion replay. I don't know if Dale can do that.
Tough one there, and now the Cardinals are back in the offensive end after a clear. So 2.5 in. Second half, the Bulldogs get a tough break on a shot off the crossbar by Matthews. She was looking for her 5th goal of the game. Beautiful cut just after the yellow card was released. And now the Cardinals are taking a deliberate approach. Schmidt now. This is Hartsock. Hartsock looks to drive righty, kicks it behind, settles. They look for Cutter's backside. Redfern now. Little stutter step move, stays with her left. Prunier now gets chased down from behind. Double teams coming and heavy. Matthews rolling back to her left, shooting, scoring. That's Cameron Schmidt rolling away from pressure, and she puts the Cardinals up by 2. Tough play there in traffic by number 14. Schmidt, the junior, able to cash with the left.
Now let's see if we can get that replay here. Take a look. There's a shot. Oh, couldn't really tell there.
Yeah, tough to tell there. Again, it just happens so quickly. It's a hard shot. It's coming off that crossbar very quickly. Slow down right there. Yeah, you really can't tell from that angle unless it's going really slow.
The way the ball bounced up in the air, I tend to think maybe it went off the crossbar and high.
Either way, we go back to the draw. Center circle. Matthews moved a bit early. That should be Cardinals ball, and it is. And on the run again, Kuchalakos. Far side, Hartsock. And they settle things down. Schmidt now. Scoring just moments ago, Redfern. Kick it behind. Prunier, far side. Now Kuchalakos. Dishes to Schmidt. Another dish to Hartsock. A little weave got interrupted. And now Kuchalakos. Weave again. Hartsock looks to drive. Defended well. Redfern looks to drive lefty. Kicks it behind. That's Campbell. Drives righty, gets the edge. Ball goes on the ground, and the Bulldogs come away with the ground ball. They're out into transition. Norris here legs it out. All the way into the offensive end. She'll settle things down. This is O'Brien. Rain still coming down in torrents. Not the heaviest rain, but certainly steady. 46 degrees, according to Hurricane Harry. Feet inside, shot. No good. Chase down. Ground ball is controlled. Push from behind. Denon, great job to get that ground ball. She gets pushed by Haley LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets sent behind. And now Purnell. Back up top, enters. O'Brien. Pick and roll with Enners. O'Brien gets back to her left. Shot smothered. Beautiful save by Eder Linnell. And she outlets near side. This is Haley LeBlanc. Up to Lynn. Now Hartsock. Starting to see some water puddling on the field. That's a good indicator of how much rain has come down so far. Schmidt now.
This field has good drainage, but in a heavy, steady rain, it tends to accumulate. Can't avoid that.
Sure does. Clock ticks down under 19 minutes. The Cardinals have a 2-goal lead. We're going to get an offensive infraction. It sure is a legal pick, so the Bulldogs will get the ball coming out of their defensive end. So a legal screen is called. Near side, Viv Robinson. Now enters. All the way across the field, this is Matthews. Slowing things down, getting her teammates into position. And they'll work the attack from the top. Feet inside, missing the connection. Good help on the backside by Libby Norris. Pass was looking to connect with Enners inside, just a little bit out of her reach, and ground ball went all the way to the backside. Norris was there on the spot. O'Brien, sidearm cannon, can't get the net. Backed up behind, that's Denon. O'Brien just gets that little step, gets to her strong left hand, pulls the trigger and rips it. And in that case, unfortunately misses high. Drawing the double team, nicely getting out of it was Denon. And now Matthews looks to ISO. Goes to her left, gets double teamed. Dish inside, save, beautiful save. Eder Linnell. Enners had a shot in tight, and Eder Linnell met her up top. So it's just over 17 minutes to go in the game. The Cardinals still lead by 2, 7-5. Getting out of trouble here is LeBlanc. Drawing a double team, and now getting cut off. They're going to call O'Brien for an illegal check. This is Haley LeBlanc picking up for the Cardinals. And now Lynn. Far side, they reverse it nicely. That's Kira O'Connell. Cardinals take their time, and now they'll step it into the offensive side. That's Kate Daly to Lauren Redfern. Back behind, Campbell. Driving hard, righty, dishing inside, but missing the pass. Scramble for the loose ball. Coming away with it and getting fouled. That's Enners. Enners is ready to go. Hartsock gets sent behind. Near side, Abdel Sayed. Well, checked from behind by Redfern. Ball is loose. Stewart comes out of her cage. Passes into the middle. Dangerous pass with her out of the cage, but they complete it without too much of an issue. Now Abdel Sayed. Draws two defenders. And the Bulldogs will take a timeout. Getting it into the offensive end, Coach Hodgson wanted to collect her players and talk it over as they get an offensive possession with 15:21 to go in the game, and they trail by 2, 7-5.
The Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Booster Club is always looking for new members and volunteers to help support the Bedford High School athletic programs. The Booster Club meets at the BHS Media Center at 7 p.m. on the first Wednesday of every month, so they have a meeting coming up in May. Visit bbabc.net to learn more about how you can get involved and how you can help. Weather should improve tomorrow. Cloudy, but no sign of rain in the forecast. Good news for the baseball game at SAU Field at 2 o'clock. BCTV will have that for you. The Portsmouth Clippers coming to town. And then on Thursday at 10 a.m. at Holman Stadium, Nashua South Purple Panthers take on the Bulldogs. And we'll have both those games for you on BCTV, as well as the Thursday game on ETV 99 in Nashua. And we hope our viewers in Nashua are enjoying this telecast as BG looks to make a varsity sweep here. The boys won earlier.
Tough one there.
Score
yeah.
10-4 was the final in that game.
10-4 it was. And the Cardinals just too strong. Several Division I commits across the lineup for the boys team just overpowered the Bulldogs early on and then cruised to victory. The Bulldogs got 3 late goals.
And by that time, they had most
closer.
of their bench players coming into the game. So
absolutely. That's a tough squad over there for Bishop Guertin. On the boys' side. On the girls' side here, the girls, Bishop Guertin Cardinals, lead the Bulldogs 7-5, 15:21 to go here in the game.
And this rain pretty much started when the girls' game got going.
Ugh.
And weather radar indicates it's going to rain all the way through the end. We've got 15:21 left here in the second half.
Kudos to the girls. Tough kids, every one of them.
Can't be pleasant.
All in short/skirt kind of things and short sleeves. I don't see any long sleeves out there. They're not letting the conditions affect them. Pass here deflected by O'Brien. It looked like she drew. Yeah, and it was a delayed call. So O'Brien will get a free position on shooting space. It'll be top center hash for O'Brien to look to draw the Bulldogs within 1. O'Brien ready to go. Eder Lunell ready in her cage. O'Brien, shot, save. Nope, scored, excuse me. Looked like Eder Lunell tracked it the whole way. I didn't see the net move at all, but it does squeak by Eder Lunell. And the Bulldogs pull within 1, 7-6 on O'Brien's second goal of the game. .35 to go in the game. Rain is steadily following this goal, as it has been all evening. Some stalwart fans out there with their umbrellas up. Hopefully they have some down jackets under their raincoats. Draw is controlled here by the Bulldogs. Spinning away from pressure, Sabrina Tipping. Abdel Sayed up the far side, and it looks like the intensity of the rain has increased here. Liv Matthews into the offensive end, and it is coming down out there. Ugh.
You can hear it hitting the roof of the press box.
Ugh. Players adjusting their goggles. Hopefully they can see through this mess. Driving hard. O'Brien draws a double, redodges, beautiful, and scores. Individual effort, Regan O'Brien. 3 goals now for O'Brien, and she knots the score at 7. And that brings even more of a torrential downpour. 13:49 remains in the game, and we're knotted at 7.
You know, I was watching that play develop, and it looked like the officials were about to call a foul just as she scored.
Yeah, similar as you would know in hockey, they have delayed penalties here. So they do let the play run out there a little bit more. If the offended team has an advantage, they let them play through it. And in this case, it ends in a goal for O'Brien, and she ties the game at 7. Draw. Pushed forward by the Cardinals. We're going to empty check on the Cardinals, so the Bulldogs come away with it. Liv Matthews picks it up. Far side, Abdel Sayed. Pushes it ahead quickly. Cutting now through the middle, O'Brien. Gets free, righty shot, misses the cage. Backed up by Denon. O'Brien feeling it now. 3 goals, 2 in a row within the last 2 minutes or so. Drive, kicking high. This is Matthews. Enters now. Enters off the scoreboard so far. I wouldn't be surprised to see her get one here. Inside roll, and she gets fouled. She'll get a free position. And just like that, as I mentioned it, Enters looks to get in the books and push Bedford ahead to an 8-7 lead. Free position top center. Shot score. And Enters does it. See there, takes a quick cradle. Fires it low right and beats Eder Linnell to that corner. And just like that, 3 quick goals by the Bulldogs have them ahead by 1 with 12:38 to go in the game. We go back to the draw. Prunier for the Cardinals. Draws up, looks fair, and Enters comes away with it. She presses forward. She gets fouled there, just above the 12-meter. Matthews will settle things down.
Possessions off the draws are so critical in this game, and Bedford has controlled the draws, pretty much all of them, since the start of the second half.
They've done a great job getting possession, almost in a make-it-take-it format. Matthews calls for the ISO. Dodges from that left wing, got high, shot sailed high. But the Bulldogs back it up, and now Matthews back on that left side wing. Lefty, she feels like she has an advantage here over her defender. She beat her last time, and now Enters.
You can see the ball splashing on the ground.
Enters, back to her right, now to the left. Squeaks by, looks to feed, far side, Matthews. Rolls into pressure, double team there. O'Brien has some room now. Looks for the pick and roll with Matthews. Shot, ball gets knocked out of her stick, and the Cardinals come away with it. Looks like Cameron Schmidt along that far sideline. All the way into the offensive end. Bulldogs are going to need somebody to go, and the stick gets in the way of the pass. Batted down. Enters, scoops up the ground ball. A lot of dirty work tonight for Enners. Great hustle all over the field, picking up a lot of ground balls. Here ahead to Denon. She'll press the action. She gets knocked into, no call. She's still got it. Draws a crowd. Passes it behind. Beautiful job by Denon.
Yeah, I thought she was going to be able to get a shot away. She did not.
She had a crowd come to her as she beat that one player at about the 25 or 30-yard line. Good help defense there by the Cardinals to prevent any kind of shot. And Denon made a wise decision to pull it down and keep the possession. Enners looks to come from behind. Eder Linnell makes the save. Chased out, and the Cardinals not quite quick enough to get to the end line. The Bulldogs will keep possession as they chase the shot out. Coming from behind, Matthews scores. Beautiful shot, dropped her stick, found the far side, and Matthews has 5 goals on the night.
The Lacrosse equivalent of a wraparound goal.
Absolutely. Pretty frequent here in the sport of lacrosse. You can get that stick out in front of the goal line extended, and it's tough to keep up with if you're that goalie. Sneak across your crease and make that save. So the Bulldogs go up 9-7 on a 4-goal run here over the past 6 minutes or so. .9:53 to go in the game. The Bulldogs lead 9-7. Back to the draw.
Four straight goals so far for Bedford.
Draw.
Right after BG made it a 7-5 game.
Draw comes near side. O'Brien scoops up the ground ball and settles things down.
Another draw win for the Bulldogs. They're controlling the ball. They've got possession in the second half.
They sure do. No official statistics, but I would say 72% in favor of the Bulldogs.
Are you sure it's not 77?
Might be 77. Matthews now drives hard. Saved by Eder Linnell. Kicked it out to her left. The Bulldogs are there to back it up. O'Brien drives hard, question mark, score! See that, drives hard left, rolls back to her right and fires a shot quickly, and now O'Brien has 4 goals, and the lead is 3, 10-7, 9:12 to go in the game. Such a hard move to stop if you're a defender and a goalkeeper, as the defender's still got great body position. She's prevented that topside position. Goaltender is just caught frozen there, and O'Brien picks a corner. 5 goals for Matthews, 4 goals for O'Brien. Enters with the other. The Bulldogs lead by 3. Back to the draw. Center circle here. Officials getting things set. It's up and pushed forward by the Bulldogs. We're going to get an empty check on O'Brien, so the Cardinals get possession. This is Kuchalakos. Near side now to Campbell. It's behind. Rain is coming in sideways now as the window in front of us is covered. Hopefully our camera's not getting too wet. We got a shooting space violation on the Bulldogs. Free position to Stewart's top right. 8:29 to go. Shot, score! That was Prunier picking up her 4th goal. With 8:27 to go, and she pulls the Cardinals back to within 2, 10-8. As mentioned, she has 4 goals and an assist now. Redfern with 3, Cameron Schmidt with the other goal for the Cardinals, and it is 10-8. We're back to the face-off, to the draw. Center circle. Ball gets by several players, but now O'Brien picks it up. She goes behind. And O'Brien will settle things down from X. Matthews slows things down. We tick under 8 minutes to go. Bulldogs lead 10-8. And I can imagine the Bulldogs will take their time. Deliberate offensive sets. Look for really good shots here. They've had success over the last several minutes, finding good offensive output. Matthews, little rocker step, gets some room, pings the crossbar. It hits the crossbar and goes high. Beyond the end line. The Bulldogs are there for backup. O'Brien dishes inside. Now it's at X again. O'Brien fakes high. Linnell is there to stuff it low. Beautiful save by Linnell. Keeps the Cardinals within 2. 7 minutes to go in the game. Bulldogs still hold that 10-8 lead. Near side, Kate Daly directing traffic. Misses the pass through the midfield. There for the ground ball is Maddie Kiley. Near side, Abdel Sayed. Little dodge. Gets into the offensive end. She dishes it. Purnell now. Purnell. Back to Libby Norris. Norris now dishes far side. This is Matthews. Window in front of us is all kinds of covered in wet rain, sogginess. Getting tough to see who's who out there, but this is Enners. Enners rolls back. Wow, Matthews shoots lefty, save. Eder Linnell came across her body for that one to get that offside high save. Good job by the keeper back there in the net. Now far side, I believe this is Hartsock. Running like a gazelle down the far sideline. Now she'll settle things down. 5.5 to go in the game. The Cardinals get possession behind, looking to get within 1. Back up top, Hartsock. Now Schmidt. Kuchalakos. Picks up a pick on the right side by Purnell. Excuse me, that was Redfern. And she got hit hard. Matthews will be sent behind. Kuchalakos will line up for the free position, top left of Stewart. Crashing in. Shot no good. Defended well by the Bulldogs. Ground ball. Goal line extended to Stewart's right, and the Cardinals come away with it. Four and a half to go. Feed inside. Gets loose. Cardinals come away with the ground ball again. 10-8 is your score. The Bulldogs lead by 2, but the Cardinals are threatening here. Lauren Redfern, the lefty up top, left of Stewart. Now Prunier looks to go high. Gets to her strong left hand. Good help defense coming from the blind side. That was tipping. Recovering well. Schmidt now near side to Redfern. Looks to get to her left. Shoots it wide left beyond the goal. Under 4 minutes to go now. Prunier looks to drive hard righty. Defended well. Abdel Sayed, great defense. Gets a little help now. Players switch Enters, ball goes down. Enters scoops the ground ball, and she's off. 3.5 to go. Enters, near side, Purnell. She'll go into the offensive zone. Down low, Denon. Can't catch it right away, and now Purnell will slow things down. Gets it up top. Enters, now Matthews. We get down to 3 minutes to go. The Bulldogs hold a 2-goal lead, and Coach Hodgson is going to want them to settle things down, get a good, long, deliberate offensive possession here. Matthews gets a step. Ball gets checked from behind. Scooping it up is Hartsock. Rolls away from pressure. Now passes deep downfield. Miss. Oh, catches it. Great catch. That was Abby Lynn. Lynn waits for her offensive backups to get in there. Needed more support as we tick under 2.5 to go. Bulldogs still lead 10-8. Driving hard, shot goes high. Good defense there as Kuchalakos got to her right hand out in front of Stewart, but her shot sails high and wide. Feet inside, misses, intended target. Scooped up by Schmidt. Pass to Prunier, goes on the ground. Prunier defended by Tipping. Now up top. Getting to her right hand. Strong right hand was Lynn. She dishes it behind. Redfern now. Under 2 minutes to go, approaching 1:30. Prunier tries to get back to the left. Defended well. Now Abdel Sayed. Good defense by the Bulldogs again as they're down under 90 seconds to go. Redfern. We're going to get a shooting space here. Oof. Got to clarify here. I wonder what the penalty was. Oh, it looked like one of the players' goggles might have been bumped. They don't send anybody behind, so that must have been a safety issue there. They restart, nobody gets sent behind, so just about 1 minute to play. Abdel Sayed goes out and pressures Prunier, who dropped the ball. Great check there by Matthews. Picks up the ground ball quickly. We tick down to 1 minute to go. Matthews is getting chased. Rolls back away from pressure. Great play. Now enters. Gets the ball in the middle on that pass from Matthews. I believe we have a timeout as Bedford was getting in a little bit of trouble there. 54 seconds to go. The Bulldogs hold a 2-goal lead, 10-8. And their defense was stalwart in that last 2 minutes of play as they held the Cardinals off the scoreboard.
Finally getting a little bit of break on the rain. It's eased up just a little bit with just under a minute to play here. Still, it's just been a brutal situation for both teams here to have to slog it out in this wet and cold.
Very true, but again, both teams are suffering the same experience, so there's no advantage or disadvantage. Both teams are dealing with it. Equally sloppy weather, slippery field, changing effect on the sticks, and how the pockets are adapting to the water. And the Bulldogs are in good position here. Again, 54 seconds to go. They're going to have to restart, settle things down, make sure-handed passes and catches, and run this clock out. Enters will start with the ball. Tipping. Now near side. Purnell now. They take it back. Viv Robinson finds Enters, and now she's in the offensive end. Should take it behind and try to kill this clock. And now O'Brien has it. under 25. We'd like to see O'Brien take this all the way behind now. Cardinals in a tough spot now. We tick under 10. Maddie Kiley. O'Brien, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Bulldogs are going to take home victory. Nicely done. A huge goal spurt there in the second half. They were trailing with 15:21 to go in the game. 4-goal run puts them ahead 9-7. They pushed it out to 10-7. The Cardinals could only muster one down the stretch, so the Bulldogs will take a 2-goal victory, 10-8. Lead scorers again, Olivia Matthews with 5 goals on the evening. Regan O'Brien with 4 goals on the evening. Ellie Enners with the other. Maddie Kiley credited with an assist. For the Bishop Guertin Cardinals, 4 goals and an assist for Teresa Prunier. 3 goals for Lauren Redfern and 1 goal from Cameron Schmidt in a losing effort. And the Bulldogs are thrilled with this victory. Coach Hodgson rolling on to a 5-0 record to start the season.
And the game turned on the start of the second half when they were able to win a number of draws and just put goal after goal into the net. I believe 5 straight. That gave them the 10-7 lead. And they rode it all the way there. They gave up 1 goal since then, but were able to hang on for the victory.
Congratulations to the Bulldogs. Plenty of upcoming programming here for BCTV with
That's right,
Bedford Athletics, a bunch of baseball games. We'll get back with some lacrosse games next week. For Harry Kozlowski, Andrew Fenn, Grand Poobah Bill Jennings left a little bit earlier, but we appreciate his help throughout the production of his doubleheader here. The Bulldogs split. They lose the boys game, but they win a thriller here against the girls. I'm Corey Munstertiger for BCTV. Have a great night. We'll join you soon.